In the 1872 presidential election, Anthony, Sojourner Truth, and dozens of other women across the country attempted to vote by arguing that the 14th Amendment applied to all citizens, even women. And amazingly, Anthony actually cast a vote in Rochester, New York. Also amazingly, 2 weeks later, she was arrested for doing it.
And there was a court case, and Anthony was convicted of a federal crime for having cast her ballot without having the right to vote because she is a female. And she, at sentencing, got up and made a long speech, and the judge kept trying to shut her up, but she just kept talking. But he did not give her any jail time, and she refused to pay any money because if he had given her jail time, she could have appealed, which is what she wanted to do, and see if she could get it into a higher court.
But in Missouri, a woman named Virginia Minor took her own case all the way to the Supreme Court.
Some women thought the Equal Protection Clause would protect them.
She looked at this new amendment. It said, no state shall deny to any person the equal protection of the laws. So Virginia Minor argued, well, I am a person, and I'm a citizen of the USA, so the 14th Amendment guarantees me the right to vote.
The case was Minor versus Happersett, and all 9 men on the court ruled in 1875 that citizenship did not guarantee women the right to vote. And they added a little insult to the injury.
The opinion said, of course you are a person, and you are also a citizen, but so too are children. And who would suggest that children should have the right to vote?
To Stanton and Anthony and women across the country, this was the last straw.
The ruling in Minor versus Happersett convinced many women that they would need an amendment of their own.
Susan B. Anthony pushed for what became known as the Anthony Amendment, making it unconstitutional to deny citizens the right to vote because of their sex. It read just like the 15th Amendment, and if it had been passed and ratified soon after it was introduced in 1878, it would have been the 16th. But it failed, and then it failed again. And for over 40 years, it continued to fail, while 3 other constitutional amendments were adopted. Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton didn't live long enough to see their amendment pass.